It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Brock Bowers, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Bengals and the Giants, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system, and when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense, that is a hard combination if you expect to win. So they're going to need more production, they're going to need more touchdowns, and they're going to need less turnovers. It's asking a lot. It's a big change from last week, but without it, I don't know if they can expect the results to ever change.
2nd and a yard. Now ETN. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Up the middle, here's ETN. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Working from the shotgun.
There you go.
Gets there, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker, the former 1st overall pick, in there for the sack. Play 8 of the opening drive.
Back, where you go?
Now they face 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Murray.
My God.
He's got it. And he's going to be brought down inside.
What is this?
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they want to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. On the ground,
Awesome.
Here's ETN. And he will get into the end zone.
Ridiculous. That's such a ridiculous play on that 3rd down long game.
Touchdown number 9 for the year. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
That's such a ridiculous. That was so. It looked so bad. It looks really bad.
Turpin on the return. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. Led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida, it's Anthony Richardson.
Mike, when you look around the league, there's just not a lot of quarterbacks that look and can play to the style of Anthony Richardson. He can make every throw on the field. He's big. He can run for power, run with speed. As he continues to iron out some of those flaws from coming out of college, he lost his rookie season to injury. Here in year 2, I wouldn't be...
First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the give.
Good ball. Stupid-ass game.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pack.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that edge.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, it's Murray. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the...
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
To return, it is Turpin. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bengals offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10. Here's Richardson. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A handoff, Gibbs running left. And he's going to be taken down.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and goal. They'll let Richardson run this himself. He will do it himself. He's in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Bengals will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Once again, it's Etienne. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. Murray on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A give for Etienne, heading right. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. It is 3rd and 10. Play action now. It's Murray.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
The Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And he will go all the way. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Bengals. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, Richardson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Richardson trying to hustle his guys to the line. Now, faking the give. Ah, that's to the outside. He's got it to Bowers on the corner route. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. On first down, it's Richardson. He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. He is in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense going to take over just before the half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. So, both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 2. Now an opening. Now on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Richardson to throw. He's going to keep it himself. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down. Our run here with Gibbs. And he's shedding tackles left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Richardson. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down. Cup in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Julian Blackman comes up from the safety spot to bring him down. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Richardson.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll be taken down.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Here's Gibbs. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Bengals. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Bengals will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Murray. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. ETN now on 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Play action. It's Murray. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Here's ETN. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped.
Game, come on, dog.
He will score. Kyler Murray. Touchdown.
Oh my God. That shit looks crazy, bro. Come on. Come on.
Able to add the extra point. And the Giants are able to cut into the deficit. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Just his first catch, they have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. Throwing is Richardson. He'll fire one deep.
God, come on, bro.
And that is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Richardson.
God.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
He's wide open, bro.
Back-to-back incompletions. They now face 3rd down and 10. That's caught by Harrison right side. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Run it to the right here with Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So both teams they'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Richardson. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. Here's Gibbs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Richardson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and
you stink.
Big plays in their future.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Elliott on now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in...
This offensive line just has no answer for that. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection. He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. Still going. DJ Moore. And
This fucking game, man. It looks so stupid.
He goes all the way.
It always looks so dumb.
5 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. First and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. He's gonna look for the home run ball. Jabril Peppers in coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That catch number 40 on the season for him. Richardson to throw it here on first down. For the middle, it's Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Looks like a design run here with Richardson. And he will take it in himself. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Bengals. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are able to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense ready for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. Throwing Murray. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Throwing again is Murray. Now he takes off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Murray now on 2nd down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now Murray on 3rd. That one intercepted. Picked up by Keely Ringo. And the Bengals are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
That's caught left side by Bowers. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shuffle.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Here's Richardson. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. On 1st and 10, Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Got his man.
Game.
6. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's 2. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Giants are able to edge a bit closer. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference.